Hey, it's SlantedPillow. I'm here today with an unboxing and first impressions of the Nikon D5500 DSLR body. And when this was announced with all the features, there's a handful of things that pushed me towards getting it now rather than later. The 1080p 60 FPS as it was in the 5300, the swivel screen again as seen in the 5300, but this is the very first Nikon camera with, or Nikon DSLR body with a touchscreen. And I'm hoping that the reasoning for the delay in putting it on DSLR is they were perfecting it. So I'm just basically going to get started with the unboxing here. So on top, guiding warranty and user's guide. Your left side, there's the body itself and the accessories and whatnot in the right hand side. So I'm going to start off with the body itself. I'll probably put this down here for now. So this is extremely similar to the 5300. But the only reason I decided to get it, straight out of the gate was that I had a 3200, which is now, as of this camera, 2 generations behind. And I thought with all the features that it's got, that it would be a worthwhile upgrade. On top, which I'm hoping this focuses properly, is there's now just one completely auto mode, and then I'm thinking that the scene mode is what all the individual ones on the 3200 are. So portrait, landscape, nighttime shots, no flash, and all of those modes are in one dial now. A few things are a little bit different, as I can see, compared to the 3200. I can't say for certain if they're different from the 5300, but yeah, so the flash control is on the left hand side, which is similar to the 3200. Function is similar to the 3200. The shutter release button has moved from the back right over to the side of the lens. Ports, they've moved HDMI to the right hand side, and it's its own single connector cover now, whereas on the 3200 it was all on the left hand side, and HDMI was grouped in with the other connectors such as microphone in, AV out, and is that a accessory connector? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. As I said, I'm still somewhat of an amateur photographer, but yeah, looks alright of a layout so far. Obviously, the touch swivel screen just clips in by default, facing towards to protect itself, and then can face towards you if you're got it on a tripod or something along those lines. Some other subtle changes. There isn't any buttons on the left hand side, obviously with it being now a swivel screen, so the playback's over on the right hand side. So yeah, everything's pretty much got the same amount of buttons, except just slightly changed positions to accommodate, I guess, for the swivel screen, and also some functions may have been removed because of touchscreen. I'm not too sure, but yeah, it's a very quick first look at the unboxing, and I guess I'll just continue onwards to the items. Also in the box, Nikon strap, AV out connector, the connector to switch it from a, I'm not sure which connector that is, but to the Australian plug, USB 2.0 transfer cable, the battery charger, and then lastly the battery. I believe that the one I've currently got that originally came with my Nikon D3200 is apparently the same battery, except, so yeah, this one says EN-EL14A. So I've read that this one is compatible with the D3200 after a firmware upgrade, but this apparently has better battery life, this little sub-A model. So I'm just going to give it a quick charge and just do a very, very brief overview of what you can expect with the camera switched on and plugged in and everything. So we'll cut to that in just a second. Hey, so this is going to be just a quick overview rundown of the UI and first impressions. Definitely not a review by any means. I'm just going to kind of go over my first impressions of the 5500. So if I just switch that on, I've already switched around to the other side and hopefully that focuses well. At the moment, this doesn't feel all too intuitive. It's not too bad after, you know, playing around with a tiny bit. But, yeah, it's going to take some getting used to. Using tap and stuff like that. I still might use the dial for most things. And then if we switch there, all the bracketing, all of that normal stuff, but in a touch interface for the first time for Nikon. Menu is basically the same from the D3200. I don't know how long it's been going for this look, but it actually, I don't know, you won't be able to see it on my videos. This video is just going to be 1080p 30 FPS, but it's definitely really smooth. Like scrolling through here, it definitely looks like it's a fluid, you know, 60 FPS scrolling, which is good that it's not getting held down by the touch interface or anything like that. So yeah, everything's pretty normal, just with extra touch capabilities, I guess, and all of that. So we've got a, that's different that I'll have to stutter. I'll have to get used to, which isn't focusing because I'm too close. You got to pull that down to change between live view and non-live view. But at the moment, which is a little bit annoying, maybe that's it. There we go, touch shutter off. That's what I was messing around with earlier, and just a quick glance fixed it. So yeah, just touching to focus is definitely going to come in handy for video work and stuff like that. And then I guess you can just take a photo. No, you still have to probably hold this and do, yeah. But anyway, just a quick first impressions are pretty positive so far. So yeah, hopefully guys enjoyed the video. Any questions, drop them in the comments. But that's this video over, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.